16 people are turned in to watch this. Jessica, who is one of the founders of the 48-Hour Creative Quarantine Festival. Jessica, I'm going to turn over to you. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Hayes Nunez, and that's right. I'm one of the co-hosts of this festival. Me and my good friend Benji Kaufman, who you'll be meeting in a minute, created this festival. So this project started because all of our theater jobs went dark. Our projects, our jobs had to suddenly close their doors, and we all had this burst, especially, if you're anything like me, this burst of creative energy and nowhere to put it and not sure what to do with that. So Benji and I kind of just shot in the dark. We texted each other, and Benji actually said, "Do you want to host a festival?" And I said, "Yes, I do. What would that look like?" So we created the 48-Hour Playwriting Festival. So what that means was we reached out to all of these artists and gave them the opportunity to create plays. Now, here was the kicker with it, was they only had 48 hours, but they didn't receive the parameters of what was required for their plays until that 48-hour mark. So they could not start writing until that moment. So we gave them the parameters, which were to create a 10 to 15 minute production with these specific guidelines. Number one, it had to have a complete beginning, middle, and end. It wasn't just a scene. We wanted a whole play. So what you're about to see is 6 actual short, complete plays. Number two, one character in that play must experience loneliness, isolation, or sudden financial burden, like many of us have experienced recently. And number three, at least one scene has to be indoors because all of us have to be indoors. And number four, at least one moment of comedic relief, because Benji and I are comedians ourselves and we love to laugh. And I do believe that we need a whole lot of extra laughter right about now. So that's what we wanted to do, was just set the stage for as much creativity as possible, give all of us a reason to come together and make stuff, because that is what we do best. I'm so excited that we had so many plays to go through and read, and that this is the first celebration of that creativity. These guys were so talented. It was extremely difficult to decide who was going to be featured first and when and on which platform. So this is our first platform. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to my good friend Benji Kaufman. Are you out there, Benji?
I'm here. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jessica, for saying all of those things, including covering things that I was going to say. So we're doing this great. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. It's so important to celebrate the arts and to continue to support the arts in this time, because it's keeping us all sane, whether it's our TV shows, our movies, podcasts, music. It's all artists that are helping keep us sane right now. We had over 200 people who submitted to be part of this. We got over 150 plays. We had a team of artists that was reading through all of these plays. So we wanted to make sure that everybody read every single play so we could read everybody's work. And we want to say that this isn't about these 6 plays are the best ones. These aren't the winners, because it wasn't a competition. It's more just a celebration and a chance to stay creative. These were just plays that we thought would be fun to share with all of you and share with the community. And I'm very excited to see how this goes and hear all these plays live. So Peter.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Benji. Let's give an amazing silent round of applause from your homes. We can hear you. Trust us. And I am going to welcome our first cast. This is a musical, a short play musical created during this quarantine called If You've Got It, Haunt It. So cast of If You've Got It, Haunt It. Turn on your cameras. Oh, here they come. This is fantastic. I am going to turn it over to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to kick off this festival with If You've Got It, Haunt It. Book by Benji Kaufman. Music and lyrics by Wayne Hampton Holland III. Take it away.
Scene 1. Lights up on a priest presiding over a funeral sparsely attended by Kate, Eunice's husband, Edgar, Bertie, and Chester. No one but Chester seems even remotely upset. If anything, they seem upset that they have to waste their time at this funeral. I wonder what he has in store for me, begins play.
We're gathered here to remember, for us a man of high degree, Here may he slumber forevermore. This service is war. I can't wait anymore. I wonder what he has in store for me. I hope I get the Beckstein or the Bentley. I hope he left his Ascotol to me. I hope I get the urban he bought for Ethel Merman. Funeral is such a jubilee. He always said my singing was the loudest. He always said I ate enough for free. I wish they'd tell the pastor to read a little faster. I wonder what he has in for me.
I can't believe the things I'm hearing. Like vultures circling the dead. I thought my uncle was endearing. They only thought he was well bred. I hardly have to hear the reading. There's nothing he could give to help this awkward, lonely soul find a half to make him whole.
Now that we're relieved his soul, it's time for the reading of the will. To Edgar, I leave stacks of dated coupons. To Kate, for weight, I leave the trampoline. Since Eunice tends to bicker, her husband needs my liquor, and Bertie's breath could use my Listerine. The crystal and the silver and the bullion. You'll ask me the tax imposed on me. But if you've paid attention, there's something left to mention. Though second to my Bassett, it's the most beloved asset. The deed to Dewey Hall. And the man to whom it's signed is the man you know he'll find. Maybe flawed or rather odd, but his kindness we applaud. Dear Chester, that's what I've in store for you.
Scene 2. Chester is alone at the front door of Dewey Hall.
Dewey Hall. Doesn't look like anyone's lived here for years. Well, here we go.
Chester goes to open the door, but the handle comes off. It creaks open. It's an old, dilapidated house. Cobwebs litter the ceiling, dust everywhere. Paintings of Boris in many different positions, outfits mounted on every wall. Ancient trinkets and artifacts from all over the globe line the shelves and tables.
Sure hasn't changed at all since I was a child. Hello? Anybody here? Of course, there's no one here. Guess I'll have a look around.
Chester begins to walk around the estate, dusting off trinkets and looking at them. He goes over to the fireplace and grabs a frame off the mantel. It is a photo of when he was younger, him and his entire family at the beach. He laughs. Chester takes the photo and moves toward the armchair next to the fire. He sits down, still staring at the photo.
Ah! Who's there? Who are you? This is my house.
Dropping the picture on the floor.
Who's there? Who are you? This is my house. Show yourself.
Your house?
I mean it. Show yourself.
A figure begins to emerge from the shadows of the armchair. Theodore reveals himself. He is pale with haunting features. He stands tall and upright, dressed head to toe in colonial garb. He slowly walks toward Chester and speaks like a gentleman of the British colonial era.
I am Theodore Covington, old boy, and this is the house. It is you who are the intruder.
But you're... I mean, you aren't a... Are you
An apparition, a spectre, a phantom.
a ghost?
Yes, that too.
But this can't be. Ghosts aren't real. I mean, they can't be real. It makes no sense. I'm just making this all up.
Boo.
Chester faints. Blackout. Scene 3. Chester awakes. He is sitting in the armchair. The fireplace is lit. There's a cup of tea and a plate of biscuits on the table next to him. He feels himself to make sure he is alive and that he isn't dreaming. He starts to get out of the chair when Theodore appears.
I would take it easy if I were you, old boy. You fainted pretty hard.
You are
Yes, a ghost. I mean, can we not go through this again?
Chester is left speechless. Theodore picks up the photo that had previously fallen to the floor.
By Jove, this picture. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Little Chester.
yes.
Oh, my boy. I never thought I would see you again in my entire life. Well, your entire life.
Well, I'm sorry, who are you again?
Theodore Covington. I built long before it became Dewey Hall. It used to be Covington Manor. I lived here with my whole family until my late ages when it became just me. You see, chum, I died in this house and I've been stuck here ever since.
So you've always been here? Even when I was a little boy?
Oh, quite right. I was here when Boris purchased this place and embellished it with all his little knickknacks. I was here when your family would come and spend your summers in this home. Why, I saw you grow up here.
I really can't wrap my head around this.
Oh, remember when you thought you lost your stuffed giraffe? Why do you think it just magically turned up on top of your bed one day? That was me, my boy.
You were the one who found Gary? I thought I was going to lose him forever. That was really you?
Indeed it was.
Wow. Thank you, Theodore. You have no idea how much that meant to me as a child. I still need time to adjust to the fact my entire worldview has just been upended, but it helps knowing you were looking out for me.
But of course. So what are you doing here? I mean, the last time you stepped foot in Dewey Hall, you must have been, 12, 13 years of age?
Just about, yeah. My father and Uncle Boris had some huge falling out when my grandpa died. My father refused to let me see my uncle or come back here ever since. It's such a shame I never really got to know him before he went.
Went? You mean?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's why I'm here. He left me Dewey Hall. All my other relatives were trying to fight over all his possessions, and here I am, left with Dewey Hall and all that's within.
You're going to live here. Oh, that's wonderful, old boy. Boris hadn't lived here for years now. Well, what are you doing just sitting there? Go outside, bring your family in. Why, they must have been waiting, wondering what's taking you so long.
Well, actually, Theodore, I don't have a family.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I've never been good with talking to women. Well, not just women. Anybody?
Well, it's a good thing I don't have a body. Oh, come on. It's a good one.
All of a sudden, the front door bursts open. Madeline storms in. Chester jumps up and Theodore vanishes.
Who are you? What are you doing in this house?
What are you doing in this house?
I take care of this house. Now tell me who you are before I call the cops.
Well, I'm Chester, Boris's nephew. He left this house to me.
Left the house to you? You mean?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
What do you mean?
Oh, Boris hadn't left me a check for at least a month. I am so sorry for your loss. Boris was Well, actually, I never really met Boris.
Well, I haven't seen him since I was a child, so I know how you feel. So, you take care of this place. When was the last time you came by?
Yesterday.
Oh.
Well, I can't really reach those ceilings, and I ran out of my cleaning soap.
No, I get it.
I'm sorry, I just get so wrapped up like looking at all the antiques and the paintings and the books that he has. It's just all so incredible. The history behind every little object, the places he went, the things he did, everything has a history and a story.
Wow.
Sorry, you don't seem like you want to hear about this.
No, I think, no, you're cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to go upstairs and start ordering Boris's things for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good.
Okay, I'll see you.
Madeline goes upstairs. Chester is defeated. Theodore reappears next to him.
You weren't kidding, boy. You are indeed terrible at talking to humans.
I literally couldn't form words. Why am I like this?
What did you want to tell her?
I wanted to tell her I loved her passion. I wanted her to tell me which of these stupid antiques she loved the most. I just wanted her to stay here with me and talk to me.
You see, boy, you can form these words.
Yeah, but they don't come out, especially when I'm talking to women. I mean, you saw her. Speaking of which, does she know about you? I mean, does she know you exist?
Oh, no. I haven't revealed myself to her. I can't. It's a ghost rule.
Ghost rule? But you revealed yourself to me.
Well, technically you sat on me, so I had no choice. She can only see me if she encounters me.
That makes no sense.
And I wouldn't focus on it. What you should focus on is trying to find that confidence in yourself and use it on that woman.
You're right. I can do this.
Now this I've got to see.
Scene 5. Madeline is sitting at a small brown desk in the study. She's holding one of Boris's journals in one hand and goes between studying the journal and a small antique sitting upon the desk. Chester barges in while Theodore looms in the doorway watching.
Madeline, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
No, not at all. I was just reading about this teacup. Did you know that your Uncle Boris traveled to the forbidden zone of the... God, I'm sorry. You don't want to hear me drone on about a teacup.
No, I like, the teacups are cool.
Yes, they are. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. We good.
Oh my word, he's even worse than I expected. I cannot stand by and watch this any longer.
At this, Theodore storms in and possesses Chester's body. There is a flash of light, booming sounds. Chester begins to contort into many different positions, grunting and groaning the way through. Finally, everything returns to normal. Chester is hunched over.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Chester stands upright with a posture he has never had before. He looks confident, smooth, and ready for anything. He opens his mouth and begins to speak with the tone of an old gentleman.
Why, yes, in fact, I did, old boy.
Old boy?
I mean, my dear, I must say that what you were saying about the teacup must be the most fascinating thing I have heard in quite some time.
Are you serious?
Oh, quite. I would love to hear more. In fact, I would love for you to tell me all of the fascinating things this estate has to offer.
Are you messing with me? Nobody ever wants to hear me talk about these things.
Why, I would never lie to you, my dear.
Oh, okay then. Okay, so this teacup right here dates all the way back to the Ming Dynasty. It was said to be a part of the set of Zhu Yangzheng, Emperor of China. I can't believe Boris owns this. He traveled into the Forbidden City, a place no foreigner is able to enter.
Well, that is unbelievable. What an incredible piece of history.
Right? Oh, God, I love it. Oh, my God, look at the time. I need to finish the rest of my workload. Time just flies by up here. I'm sorry.
Of course, my dear. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay, bye.
Madeline exits. There's a flashing of lights and a booming of sound. Theodore appears again, and Chester is hunched over.
What just happened? Why was I talking like that? How did those words come out of my mouth?
Why, I possessed you, of course.
You possessed me? Without my consent?
Oh, of course, dear old boy. I couldn't watch you ruin your chance.
My chance at what?
With happiness. And maybe Madeline can finally be that missing puzzle piece in your life.
Wow. Oh, maybe you're right, Theodore. I mean, I don't know how I could convince her to go out with me, but you made me talk so easily, so smoothly. I need you to help me.
If I do this, old boy, you must agree to my terms.
Yes, of course, anything.
When I possess your body, you mustn't try to fight me off, and whatever I say, I do for you.
Okay.
Most importantly, though, boy, and this is vital to my assistance, you must promise not to sell this house.
Well, if this works, I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, brilliant. You've got yourself a deal, old boy.
Wow, we're actually going to do this. Madeline. The sound of her name is music to my ears. She makes my heart want to leap out of my chest.
Madeline begins playing. Madeline is doing her various household checks, dusting off objects, watering plants.
Madeline has stolen this heart of mine, and suddenly it's a sign that we're meant to be. Though cleaning, she leaves cobwebs on the landing. It must mean she cares for animals and scary spiders. Notwithstanding, she's a gem. The way that she sews my hem, uneven, but I love them because they're from her. I'm happy and I'm hopeful and I'm feeling fine, for it's no one but Madeline.
Music continues as Madeline finishes her chores. Theodore possesses Chester and approaches with a coffee pot and 2 cups.
Please excuse the interruption, Madeline, but your incredible story about my uncle's cup gave me a brilliant idea. Would you do me the honor of joining me for some coffee? I would love to pick your brain about all the stories of my uncle that I have never known.
Coffee. Yeah, no, that does sound nice. Okay, let's do it.
Brilliant.
Pours the coffee and goes to the pottery on the table.
So, Madeline, what is this?
Oh, why, this is a beautiful piece of Zulu pottery.
My interest is piqued.
Okay, well, it's really quite fascinating. The Zulu were under the leadership of Great Shaka, and when they began their migrations, he was quite possibly one of the most successful military strategists of ancient times.
I've never heard a more interesting story.
Oh my God, if you think that's interesting, wait until you hear about
What's
Forrest's
a date?
collection.
Well, coffee, but I can't wait to seal our loving fate, and happy we'll be. She touched me, and for once I wasn't sweating. And then she asked me simple questions, and for once my answers weren't upsetting. This is bliss. Just wait till I steal a kiss. Now to the dark abyss, my life will be grand. And finally, at last, I'll have a Valentine. I'll ask no one but Madeline.
Esther and Madeline are now sitting on a blanket at the beach.
Ah, the beach is so peaceful at night.
Isn't it beautiful?
The stars, I mean, they really are. The way they reflect over the ocean seems to trail on forever.
Well, I wasn't talking about the stars.
Oh, Chester. Thank you.
This evening was simply red letter, but something just doesn't seem right. She likes me, but does she really know me? Still, I can't risk being Chester for one single night.
Well, all right.
Esther and Madeline are now riding on a Ferris wheel.
Oh my God, I've never been so high before.
This is one of my favorite places to be. I feel on top of the world, my dear, like there's nothing that could ever go wrong. Now with you here, it really is perfect.
Chester, you might be the most romantic person I've ever met.
You were my inspiration, Madeline.
I never thought I'd meet someone so genuine and honest.
I try.
You have no shame in showing me who you truly are. I think
This is wrong. It's something I can't prolong. Imagine my whole life long. It just can't be done. Unless she loves the Chester with no spunk or spine. It means nothing. Simply nothing. I've gotta tell her, even if she cuts the line. You don't know me, my Madeline. I hope she can meet me and see that Madeline's the only girl for me.
falling in love with you.
Blackout. Scene 6. Lights up on the living room. Esther is sitting in the armchair next to a lit fireplace. Theodore is standing next to him.
Why are you sitting here moping, old boy? The woman loves you. This is the beginning of the rest of your life.
She doesn't love me. She loves what you made me.
Don't see it like that. See it as if I brought off your true self.
Yeah, but I can't keep this up. I can't keep lying to her.
Okay, well, sport, you could tell her the truth.
The truth? What, that I had a ghost possess my body to seduce her?
Well, when you put it like that.
I'm doomed. I've met the love of my life, but she'll never actually love me for me.
Don't give up just yet. You've known exactly what to do this whole time, old boy. You just needed a little help to get you going. Just be yourself.
Myself has never been good enough. Why would it be now?
Well, speaking as someone who has lived inside your body and mind for the last few weeks, Champ, you have more than enough for Madeline to love. Just do exactly what you've been doing. Have confidence that you really are perfect for each other.
Hey, Chester, where are you?
In the living room.
Now's the time.
I guess I have no choice. I need your help, though. Can you please just help me tell her? That way I won't chicken out.
It would be my honor.
Flashing lights and booming sounds. Theodore possesses Chester. Madeline enters in, embracing Chester.
Hello, my love.
I just wanted to let you know that we have about an hour before the tide comes back in. I mean, the shoehorn crabs aren't going to research themselves.
Just a minute, Madeline. I need you to sit down.
What's the matter?
Madeline sits in the armchair.
There's something I must tell you I don't know how to say. I haven't really been myself.
Are you gay?
Oh no, let me put it this way. I've never read the books, I said, and at dinner I'm confused by all the spoons. I slouch, I stoop, I slurp my soup, and I've only heard an opera in cartoons. I leave at intermission. I choose Coke above champagne. But if we start all over, it won't be in vain. I'll explain. I may be slow, but this you'll know. I'm loyal and attentive as can be. It's just I'm not the guy you knew as me. I know you won't believe me and you'll think I've overdosed. But every time we've talked, I've been a puppet for a ghost.
Flashing lights and sound. Theodore emerges from Chester. They're standing side by side. Madeline sits in the chair in shock.
I couldn't lie to you anymore, Madeline. I'm sorry.
Chester.
I know it seems absurd. It's impossible to understand, but I completely understand if you never want to see me again.
No, Chester.
I'm so sorry. I'll leave. I'm sorry to scare you and lead you on all this time.
Chester, shut up.
I'm sorry.
You're not crazy. I get it.
You do?
You?
It's not such a crazy concept to understand. For you see,
Flashing lights and booming sounds. All of a sudden, another ghost, Gwendolyn, appears. But this one is standing beside Madeline. Everyone is in shock. Madeline begins speaking in a way that we haven't heard before.
I too was being possessed by a ghost.
Hello?
Gwendolyn?
Theodore.
What is happening?
Gwendolyn is my wife. Was my wife.
This is the most insane day of my life. I'm sorry for lying to you, Madeline.
No, me too, Chester. I've always been so obsessed with history and books, and I never thought anyone would want to talk to me, you know, and then I met Gwendolyn, and she just helped me communicate with, well, people.
Well, that's what Theodore did for me.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe we could try this again, but without ghosts.
Madeline, my dear, I would absolutely love that. Oh, what a thrill. I think we will get a chance for new romance authentically. And I can't wait for our first fourth date. I'm glad you're not the gal. I'm glad we're not who we knew us to be.
And Madeline run off.
Well, my friends, that about wraps up our story. Chester and Madeline, well, they found love, this time without our help. The best part is Chester, the old boy, he kept his promise to me. Not only did he not sell Dewey Hall, but he moved in and once again bestowed on it Covington Manor. Chester and Madeline now live together, happily married.
You didn't tell them the best part.
Oh, by Jove, you're right. Gwendolyn and I are back together.
Who knew that there's something more till do death do us part?
I'm overjoyed to have her back.
I was very popular in the ghost community.
But now we work together to ensure that while we may pass on, the love in this house will never die.
Theodore and Gwendolyn run off. Chester and Madeline come in. The finale begins.
The house is crumbling, but it doesn't matter.
The garden will be blooming in the spring.
And Gwendolyn and Teddy have started going steady and moved into the manor's furthest wing.
Our future's looking brighter now than ever.
Our loneliness is gone and we're carefree. And thanks to Uncle Boris, I'm fathering a Taurus. Well, that's what Boris had in store for me.
Yay! Oh man, that was so fun. God, I love live theater. That was great. Thank you, gang. Let's give a huge round of applause for the cast of If You've Got It Haunted. We're going to do just a little curtain call so they can all say hi as they all exit and peace out. So let's give a round of applause for Benji Kaufman, the writer. Let him introduce himself. Go ahead. Take it away, Benji.
I'm Benji Kaufman. I was the writer.
I'm Wayne Holland. I wrote the music and the lyrics.
I'm Erin, and I played Chester.
I'm Nicolette, and I played Madeline.
I'm Lena Siskin, and I played Theodore.
Yay!
I'm Chelsea Russolo, and I played the priest, Kate, Bertie, Eunice.
All of them. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you all so much. All right. We are going to bring up our next show. Let me get the cast of They Have Good Bear Claws. Cast of Have Good Bear Claws. Whoop. We got one. They're all coming in. Fantastic. All right. Ladies, give me a thumbs up if you're feeling ready. Great. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, is my...
Peter, I think we're missing one other cast member. Yes.
Yeah, Nicole. That's okay. Nicole, if you can hear me. There she is. And Nicole, you can unmute yourself. Perfect. All right. Fantastic. Here we go. Moving on. So we have, presenting to you now, They Have Good Bear Claws by Jason Allen Collins.
New York City diner afternoon. A small cozy diner tucked away.
We don't need you to read it, Benji.
Take it away then.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. Excuse me. Another refill, my dear?
Absolutely, darling. No problem. Coming right up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sweetheart.
You make the best.
Would you like another bear claw, or are you good?
Yeah.
Bon appetit, darling.
Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
I didn't know this circus was in town. You know, we're just several blocks from Broadway, from Times Square. That's where all your friends are. It's a little early, isn't it? Tiffany, pour this woman a cup of joe like me. She looks like she could need it.
Coming right up, darling. Would you like cream or sugar?
No, that's fine. Oh, you in a show? Wonderful. Wonderful. Which show?
I would think the costume would give it away. I mean, I know the hat's not quite right, but I mean, honestly, the bow,
Not a chance.
Robin Hood. I'm in the play Robin Hood. I am Robin Hood. Like Robin of Locksley, that's me.
Robin, Adventures of Robin Hood. I used to love that movie as a child.
He was great. And his performance was great.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't put it together. The bow, the cap. I mean, that should have been the tell-all. I suffer from CRN.
Ooh, that sounds horrible. What is CRN?
Can't remember nothing.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's one of those days. I know. I have those days all the time.
Hey, you mind if I ask you something?
Shoot.
Good one. I mean, I don't mean to pry or get into anyone's business. You doing okay? I've been coming here for a very long time, and I've never seen you. It's really early, and quite frankly, my dear, you're buzzed. I mean, I've been down that road. I wouldn't live, let alone function, without a good stiff drink.
Does my drinking bother you? I mean, I could leave if I'm interrupting your space.
No. It's nothing like that. I'm sorry. I just went off on a tangent. You probably just came in here to relax before your show. Am I right? Here. I've had 2 already. Tiffany, my dear, would you be so kind as to top off our mugs? And whatever this woman wants, it's on me. Again, I'm so sorry.
You got it, darling.
Thanks, darling. Just something about you made me remember. Again, I'm sorry.
It's really okay. Really. And I appreciate it.
Sorry.
No problem, my friend. And thank you for the bear claw.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think anyone read newspapers anymore.
Well, why not?
Oh, you can get all of the news and everything up in this little gadget. It's much smaller than your folded up newspaper.
Well, I like the Times anyway, so one paper is good enough for me. And I never really got into investing or anything like that. Never really had the money for it. So, were you on Wall Street?
No, not Wall Street. I spent 30 years in the banking industry.
Oh, it must be nice to have a pension.
Yeah, they let me go.
Oh, really?
I had an accident a couple of years back. I was in the shower hanging a curtain rod for my husband, and I slipped and hit the back of my head and on the edge of the bathroom, sink, and whoosh, lights out. I was in the hospital for 3 days.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad to see you look like you're doing all right now, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Shortly after that, I began forgetting things and little things. But when you're handling money and mishandling money because you're forgetting little things, that doesn't go over very well.
Oh, so they let you go?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there were other things.
Oh, you know what, miss? I don't know. Bring me another one of those. I know you said you already had 2, but I won't tell you.
Oh, Tiffany, thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
So how's the show going anyway?
Oh, I'll definitely be glad when this run is over.
You don't like it?
Oh, I like it fine. It's just, I'm 55 years old and I'm still doing sideshow performances for like a pence and a shilling, it seems. I've been one of those actors who always, when I went out on stage, imagined that there was some big shot in the audience. And, you can always pick them out. They sit at the end of the row on stage right, usually in the first or second row. And they're sitting there and they're writing in their folder. And I always imagined that they were writing my dollar amount for when I was going to be in their next big movie or performance or whatever.
Do they ever come up to you? I mean, the big shots?
No, I'm still waiting.
Jeez.
Yep. Still waiting.
You're going to have your chance.
You know what? I don't do it for the chance anymore. It pays the rent, barely. Plus, I have an agent who gives a hoot and gets me gigs. So survival mode. Here's Tam.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. Seems like you have it under control anyway.
Miss, I'd like to settle up with you now.
No. I told you I've got this. It's all on me.
Just grab your check. Let me get your check.
No, it's all on me, Tiffany. Just pay me back sometime.
Oh, I don't have the cash to pay you back.
That's wonderful.
Well, you know what? You come in here next week, preferably without a costume, and stay for a while and we can just talk like friends.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I have these. They're for tonight's show. And money-wise, they're about $15. That should cover the coffee and the bear claw and her tip.
Yeah.
And you can bring a friend or bring her or whatever.
This is great. Thank you. Are the seats good?
They're where the big shots sit.
Big shots. Name's Joe.
My name's Charlie.
Okay, Charlie, I'll catch you tonight. I'm so excited to see the show. Thank you.
Curtains up at 7:30.
Okay.
Scene 2, a theater where Joe sits in the audience.
And if thou were to give thy hand to the sheriff in marriage, wouldst thou see to it that I would quickly be put to death?
My love for you is more than any one man's hand in marriage.
That was great. That was great. You were great, Charlie. Charlie, look over here. Here I am. Oh, weren't they great? What action. What a beautiful performance. Oh, you made me cry.
So I see that you made it.
Yeah, I made it. What a great show. Very original take of the story. I never saw it coming that you were going to die.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's not what you're used to. Oh, are you okay? I mean,
yeah, I'm fine.
You know what? If you need to go, that's okay. We can meet up later. Listen.
You remember when I told you I suffer from
CRN, like can't remember nothing? Yeah.
After my divorce, my daughter and I had a huge falling out. She loved acting. She loved it so much. She would act with her dolls in her room, and they were her audience when she was a little girl. And I never supported her. I always believed it was a hobby or just something that she loved doing for fun. She wanted to be on stage, like you. Anyway, I called her. Well, I left a message tonight, and I told her I was coming to the show. Tonight, I saw why she loved it.
Is she not a January baby?
Yeah, she is.
Oh. You know what? Let's get going. You can come over to my place. We can have coffee. You can call her from there, and we can talk.
Thanks, Charlie. You know, for coming to the diner today.
They have good bear claws.
The end.
Oh my God! Yay! Woo! Wow! Oh, that warmed my heart. Let us Ooh. Let's give it up for the cast of, they have good bear claws here. Claps at home, claps in the chat. I'm going to turn it over. Jason Allen Collins, are you in the room?
I am.
Just we can say hi. Awesome. Jason, if you just want to say hi, and then we'll let all these ladies do a little curtain call, and then we'll move on to the next one. So,
hi. Hello. Everything was great. You guys were all perfect. It was excellent.
Oh, woo! You rock! You rock! He's a first responder. Woo!
Oh, great! Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And we have the cast. Go ahead, ladies. Becky, you go first.
Oh, okay. I played Charlie, and my name is Becky Brown.
Yay! Great! Awesome.
Yay!
Next.
I'm JC Sullivan, and I played Joe.
Woo! And finally, we have Nicole, who keeps popping in and out. I keep seeing you and don't seeing you.
And hi, my name is Nicole. I play Tiffany, the waitress, and I also play the actress in the theater part of the show.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Fear the Future. So let me get the cast of Fear the Future in the house. Fear the Future was written by Christine Drew Benjamin. Let's see Fear the Future.
First movement, night, the deep belly of the New York City subway lines. Oh. Did someone talk? Okay, I'm just going to start again. First movement, night, the deep belly of the New York City subway lines. Sounds of distant trains, dogs barking, then silence. Footsteps can be heard along with heavy breathing. Janelle steps into a pool of light. She lights a cigarette and waits. The sound of an alarm blares 3 times. A blend of voices echoes. Now hear this. The MF will be issuing a statement at 2300. Please return to your home immediately. Again, please return to... The sound of a subway train screeches. Janelle disappears. Darkness. Second movement. The same night, a large apartment with trash scattered everywhere. Vincent is sitting at the kitchen table, which is a makeshift workstation with a huge computer monitor, a laptop, piles of journals, etc. Lights stream in through the blinds. Otherwise, the only light is coming from the computer screens. There's a large chalkboard behind Vincent with a series of code written on it. She has headphones on and is busy typing away on the laptop. The sound of the tapping at the window can be heard, but Vincent keeps typing. The tapping gets louder and starts banging. It suddenly stops. Vincent's phone rings and lights up. He looks up and answers.
Jay, you all right?
More banging on the window.
Jesus Christ.
Vincent moves to the window and opens the blinds. Janelle is standing on the fire escape outside.
Let me in.
What's the magic word?
Now, V, hurry up.
I thought you were coming over like an hour ago.
I did too. I thought someone was following me for a few blocks, so I had to detour.
Did you lose them?
Please, come on. Who are you talking to?
Just checking. No need to be all cocky.
That's my style, though.
Janelle grabs a bottle of whiskey from the bar and takes a swig.
Please, help yourself.
You know, I always do. Sometimes even when you're not home.
Wait, do you come here when I'm here? No, never mind. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
Yeah, always better that you don't know what I'm up to. Did you turn your phone off after you let me in?
Of course.
Well, I didn't see you do it, so I just wanted to check.
You always act like this is my first rodeo.
You'd never be caught dead at a rodeo.
You know, someday I'd like to go to one.
That's never going to happen for you, sis. Sorry to break it to you.
Well, you never know.
Except you actually might.
She motions to the chalkboard.
For all I know, you could be predicting the future for all of us.
Not quite.
What are you working on anyway?
Didn't you get my last message?
Yeah, but I don't understand half the shit you're talking about. Most of it's technical jargon to me.
Well, I think I'm working on something really big.
That's what she said.
Not the time, Jay.
She begins circling some code on the chalkboard.
You really need to know how to read the room.
And you really need to learn how to clean the room. I mean, shit, V.
What?
Did you fire the cleaning lady?
Oh, I've never had a cleaning lady. You know that. Don't put me in that box.
Sweetie, you're more in that box than you think. Or should I go ask your 2 security guards, gatekeeper in the lobby, or the guy outside?
Not like I had any choice. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not why you're here.
Right. Why am I here?
The MF is plotting something big in Times Square next week.
Another ball dropping?
Do you want to hear this?
Yes, of course. But I mean, come on. Ball dropping? Double meaning? Like his balls are dropping because he's an adolescent prick?
You done?
Yep. Go ahead.
There's going to be these new targeted ads in Times Square that will start popping up next week. It's not technically connected to MF, but it's through another subsidiary that I actually oversee. They're going to have these encrypted messages scattered throughout the ads. Something about joining the MF order or simply staying indoors.
Those are 2 very opposing ideas.
Not really. The MF just wants complacency. Those 2 actually go hand in hand.
But it sounds like you don't know the full details of what the messages will be or who they're targeting.
Tourists, mostly, I think.
I thought you were so far up his ass that you know all the ins and outs of the MF program.
First, I am not so far up his ass. You need to calm down and you need to stop drinking my bourbon.
She grabs the bottle away from Janelle.
Second, I do know the gist of it, but I'm trying to alter the messages without anyone being able to trace it back to me.
Okay, that sounds fucking crazy and risky.
Says the woman who climbed up the fire escape and banged on my window.
That's not me being crazy. That's me being safe. Did you not hear me mention the 2 security guards that are outside your door? Think they'd like to meet me?
I get it. I know I live in a fucking tower on Central Park West and you live in a hole in Bushwick.
Huh. Whoa. Okay, I was actually talking about introducing the sister you don't technically have to the MF security guards. That came out of nowhere.
Not really. You say shit like that every time we meet. I get that you felt like you were dealt a bad hand, but this is what we agreed on.
I don't feel like I was dealt a bad hand. I much more prefer my self-isolation, rogue, nomad, rebellion life to working for the MF. Plus, this is what Dad and you agreed on, and then you just told me what's going on.
That's just because you're the youngest.
Still, doesn't mean I didn't want to be included.
You're included.
It wasn't Dad.
Well, that's something you can talk to your therapist about.
You think I can afford a therapist? And even if I could, what would I tell them? Sir, madam, my father was a super high up official in the political system back in the 80s, with a vision of overthrowing the then uprising MF order. So much so that he separated his 2 daughters and raised them on 2 opposite sides of the system so they could collude and help oversee the mission after his murder. Oh, because he knew he was going to be murdered. Because the system is fucked. Sure, let's go with that.
I meant you could just talk about how you had a screwed up relationship with our dad, but whatever works for you.
You see a therapist, don't you?
Yes, they make me.
What do you say?
I make shit up. Can we get back to all of this?
You really don't think this is too risky?
Of course it's risky.
Well, then, is it too soon?
Too soon? What are we waiting for?
I don't know, but this doesn't feel like the right time. What if you get found out? You said that you're overseeing the project. If something goes wrong, won't you get blamed anyway?
You don't trust that I know what I'm doing.
No, and no, it's not that.
But then what?
Jesus, I care about you. You're my sister. I worry that you'll do something like alter the code and be able to trace it back to your computer or whatever, and then you're gone.
You don't trust me.
I just worry.
I know what I'm doing, Janelle. I do it every single day.
I'm sorry if I offended you. I know you know what you're doing. It's just there's
what? What?
Okay, look. I heard there's some journalists working on uncovering exactly what you're talking about. The messaging in the ads. If you alter it, then the story is over.
So
when people aren't aware of what he's trying to do, let other people uncover it and shed some light on it. You're just trying to make it go away.
I'm trying to fix it. And how do these journalists know about it?
I don't know. I guess there must be another insider working on it or something. I don't ask too many questions.
Well, you should.
Maybe. But you should stop this. Really.
If I stop, then the messaging will go on and people won't know that this is going on.
They'll know.
They'll just continue to do what they're told without any idea that they have this right.
They need to know what's happening before it does so they can protest.
Protest?
Yes.
Protesting doesn't do shit. And you know the MF locks up anyone who opposes him. Not a great idea, Jay.
Some people want to be locked up.
What? Why?
They think it's a better world than the world they live in now.
They do realize locked up means eventually killed, right? Right?
Maybe. It doesn't matter. They want to do something.
I want to do something too.
You are. And maybe this just isn't it right now. Maybe you find something else.
Why? This could save lives. I'm stopping something catastrophic from happening.
All I'm saying is if you let it happen, people will step up. You need to believe in them.
No, they won't. They'll fall into the trap.
Maybe. Some. But the majority will fight.
And I'm trying to avoid the fight.
Why? Let's keep the norm then.
The norm works for now.
Whoa!
I mean, it keeps people safe.
Sure it does.
You know what? I'm
all
really
of this
starting...
is working. All of this is working for now. For a few elite at least. You don't want to let that go. I get it.
That's not what I'm trying to avoid.
We're supposed to be teammates, Vincent, you know? Working together, but when you start to sound just like him with keep people safe bullshit, I just don't know what side you're on.
Janelle moves to the window and opens the blinds.
I gotta get out of here.
Janelle is about to open the window when the sound of an alarm blares 3 times. The blend of voices echoes again. Now hear this. Stand by. The MF has moved up his statement and will be issuing it momentarily. Please stand by and do not move.
Shit!
Janelle begins to shut the blinds. A red light appears on her head.
Jesus, Jay. Jesus, Jay. Don't move. Don't move.
I have to shut these. They'll see me.
They already have.
Okay. Well, what should I do?
Don't move.
What do I do?
A series of voices comes out from a speaker on Vincent's table. V 5098712.
Here.
We sense an intruder in your home, ready to fire.
No, don't fire.
Intruder locked, ready to fire in 5.
No, I said don't fire. Don't.
3, 2.
Me, don't.
She's my sister. Don't fire.
The red light disappears from Janelle's.
No!
The sound of an alarm blares 3 times. This time, it's only a man's voice, the MF.
Hello, my loyal patriots.
Loyal. Jesus, your curse completely blown.
No shit.
Vincent starts grabbing her notebooks, laptop, etc., and putting them in a large duffel bag.
I hope I'm finding you secure this night.
That was really dumb, V.
Well, I couldn't have let you just get shot, so...
You should have!
Vincent erases the code on the chalkboard.
Too late now. We have about 30 seconds until this place is invaded with MF personnel.
Where are you going to go?
As a reminder, there is to be no persons outside their homes after 2400.
I don't know. I was thinking we could go somewhere, I guess.
This is for your safety.
We?
I always have your safety in mind.
Yes, we. Come on, we've got to go. They'll be coming through the lobby now.
Vincent opens the window and motions for Janelle to go. Janelle jumps out and disappears down the fire escape. Vincent looks around her apartment one more time and disappears. A large bang can be heard from the front door. Third movement. As the MF continues to speak, the lights shift and we're back in the belly of the subway tracks.
This is for your safety.
Vincent and Janelle walk cautiously along the tracks.
I ask that you remain indoors for the foreseeable future.
Vincent looks around, unsure of where to go.
We must work together on this.
Janelle takes Vincent's hand.
I ask that you continue to put your faith and trust in me.
Together, Janelle and Vincent carry on, ready to face whatever future awaits them. End of play.
Oh, man. Sorry, I was just like sitting there like this. Yay! Great. Let's give a huge round of applause for Fear the Future. Let's do our little curtain call that we've done. I'm going to turn it over to the amazing writer, Christine. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Christine Drew Benjamin. I'm the writer, and I read for MF.
Woo! Woo! Claps, claps, claps. Boom. Next. Chelsea.
I am Fiamara, and it was Janelle.
Woo! Perfect. Next.
Hi. Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I was stage directions and voices.
Woo! And last but not least,
I was Ashley, and I played Vincent today.
Rock and roll. Yay, Ashley. All right. Great. We got another play coming at you. Let's get the cast of Lobster Roll with a Side of Spam in the house. Boom. I got one. I got two. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lobster Roll with a Side of Spam by Scott Mullen.
Anna is in her living room, peering out the window.
Okay, what am I going to say? Maybe I shouldn't say anything. No.
A knock. She moves to the door.
Delivery, lobster roll with a side of spam? I'm going to leave it on your welcome mat. Thank you for being a loyal customer during this time of crisis.
Wait, don't go.
I'm sorry, because of the shelter-in-place rules, I have to just leave your food and go.
I'm going to open the door.
Don't open the door. I'm leaving.
Don't leave, Jimmy.
How do you know my name?
It's me, Anna Dawes. We went to high school together.
Anna?
I'm opening the door.
I'm backing up.
Hi.
Anna opens the door.
This isn't safe.
Hi. You're 6 feet away.
Still.
Do you feel okay? Fever? Cough?
I feel fine, but that doesn't mean anything.
I want you to come inside.
No.
Look, I know it's scary, but I'm all alone in here and I don't have a fever. I take my temperature 5 times a day. Okay, 10. Okay, 30. I take my temperature 30 times a day. I took it 6 minutes ago. It's always the same, 97.9, which I guess is my normal. Just come inside.
I can't.
You're being safe.
Very safe.
I mean, I'm the only one taking the risk right now because I know I'm fine. I haven't been outside in 37 days. I haven't come in contact with anyone at that time.
What, you've gotten deliveries?
I have, but still.
37 days?
Just come in. I'm backing away from the door. You can keep 6 feet between us if you want. I'm safe.
Anna backs away from the door. Jimmy comes in holding the bag of food.
Close the door. You can put the food on the table.
I really can't stay.
Just 5 minutes.
I shouldn't.
Do you remember me?
Of course, you were valedictorian.
I studied too much.
I'm surprised you remember me. I wasn't close to being valedictorian.
Of course I remember you.
How'd you know it was me out there?
I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
I heard you made deliveries for Golden Dragon, so I've been ordering a lot of food from them. I mean, I love their food, but I was hoping you'd come. It's usually this tall guy.
Dave.
Or this really angry-looking woman.
Becca.
But today it was you. Finally. You're here.
I need to go.
No!
Anna.
I'm here all alone and it's driving me crazy. You need to stay.
It just isn't safe for either of us.
She reaches into her pocket, pulls something out, and holds it out to him.
What's that?
It's a thermometer. Brand new in the package. Just take your temperature.
Anna.
Please. It'll make both of us feel better.
She puts it on the table.
It's not going to bite.
You touched it.
I'm not sick, I promise. Though if you're worried, just don't touch your face. Just take your temperature.
Jimmy picks up the thermometer and opens the box.
What are you going to do while I take my temperature?
I'm sure I'll just ramble on like a crazy person. Just don't take it out of your mouth until I say.
Jimmy puts the thermometer under his tongue.
I mean, just having you in my house, you don't know how amazing this is. I deal with people all day, and you wouldn't believe all the work meetings we still have over Skype or Zoom, just meeting after meeting after meeting, but nobody really looks at each other in those things. In one meeting, I was totally naked the whole time. I mean, you couldn't see anything. The camera was just pointed from my neck up, but I knew I was naked and I thought it was written all over my face and that everyone could tell, but nobody even looks closely. Nobody knew. So yes, I'm still seeing people. I'm talking to people. It's just not the same. It's not real. It's not face to face. I need face to face. I used to go out to the grocery store to talk to cashiers, but even then it just got too terrifying. Now I just stay in, but I can't stay in with it, you know? No, of course you don't. You're out all day. You're picking up food. You're dropping off food. I guess you just don't see people at their house as much, but at the restaurant you just must. And wow, I'm really rambling. Sorry, this was a mistake. I'm just a needy mess who isn't just ready to deal with actual people. Like, you can take your thermometer out now.
98.1. Normal.
You can go. I don't know what I was thinking.
Jimmy sits down.
You're sitting.
I am.
That's good.
I'm not going to touch anything in here, though.
Okay.
But I think I need this. Being here with you. Maybe a few more minutes.
Really?
Listening to you talk made me realize it's been a long time since I was in a room with anyone actually engaging.
Yes.
She takes a step towards him. Jimmy flinches.
Sorry.
She takes a step back.
So my rambling didn't scare you off?
Well, I mean, you're definitely weird. I don't remember you being this weird.
I was, though.
We never talked all that much.
We didn't.
But I get it. I get the need to connect with someone. I can't remember the last time I touched someone.
Yes.
Not that I want you to touch me.
No, of course not.
I mean, I do. I really do. But at the same time, it's terrifying. Plus, you don't want me to touch you, so.
It's scary.
It is.
But I do.
What?
I want you to touch me. I mean, think about it. I think about it in my head, but you shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I have the craziest dreams. Fantasies.
Oh, I know.
But for right now, this is nice. This is really nice. Maybe you'll stay and eat with me?
I don't know.
The table is long. Or I could sit over there. I ordered a lot of food. Lobster roll.
And Spam.
Yes.
I didn't even know the restaurant had Spam.
They get it special for me.
Why?
Because they charge me triple for it.
No, I mean, why would you eat that? I mean, lobster roll I get, but Spam?
I was raised by my grandparents. My grandmother taught me how to appreciate the finer things. Lobster, she loved lobster, and I loved it too. I never cared that they're just basically these big, huge sea cockroaches.
That tastes so good.
Yes, But my grandfather, he never really liked lobster. He was a Spam guy all the way. But they loved each other right up until the day they died, about 10 years ago. 3 days apart. He couldn't live without her. So now I eat lobster with Spam to remember them.
That's nice.
So, do you want to eat?
I don't know. You've really been taking your temperature 30 times a day?
I'll check it again. Don't worry, I have my own. But while I have my mouth shut, you need to talk. You need to tell me everything. Okay?
I'm not really a talker.
Just turn off your brain and say anything. Go.
Anna puts a thermometer in her mouth.
Oh, okay. When this all started, I still lived with my parents, but they're getting old and aren't that healthy. And I wish I could tell you that I moved out to protect them, but no, they kicked me out because they were too afraid I was too reckless, that I'd bring this disease home because, maybe I wasn't all that responsible. Maybe I got high too much, went out too much, but I wouldn't have hurt them. I wouldn't have.
He looks at Anna, who can't talk. The thermometer's still in her mouth.
So I moved in with my friends Glenn and Smitty, who are both on unemployment right now. They sit around playing video games all day. I hate video games. I'm the one that goes out and works. And yeah, I see people, but not really. This is the first real conversation I've had with anyone in a long time. You're really leaving that thing in for a long time, huh? I don't do drugs anymore. I just wanted to say that. I know this whole thing is probably making people do more drugs, but when my parents kicked me out, I stopped. So just so you know, can you say something?
Anna takes out her thermometer.
Had to give it the full minute. 97.9. Normal. We're fine.
Probably fine.
Very probably fine. So, here we are.
Why me?
Why you what?
I mean, look at you. You're successful. I don't know what you do for a living, but you have a lot of meetings. You probably went to an amazing school.
Harvard.
I deliver food, Anna.
I know.
So why me?
I was friends with Jenna O'Brien, who lived next door to you.
I remember.
We used to study together. And I used to look out the window and you'd be skateboarding. You and your friends and your little brother, Willie, would go out. And I could tell your friends, and I could tell your friends didn't want him around. And you were patient with him. I could see you teach him some tricks.
I remember, Willie.
You were so nice.
You never talked to me.
I was shy.
I was shy.
You're a skateboarder.
Well, sometimes skateboarders are shy.
But I always remembered you.
I had no idea you were watching.
I was.
So here we are.
Let's eat.
I'm not Spam, Anna, if that's what this is. I know you have your lobster and Spam story, but I don't even like Spam.
Anna takes out a piece of food with her fingers. She moves toward him.
Anna.
Don't be afraid.
You can't.
We're not sick.
You don't know that.
I can't live like this anymore. I can't. Can you?
She walks up to him. He almost runs, but doesn't, though he's stiff.
Open your mouth.
Anna.
Please.
Jimmy opens his mouth. Anna puts the food in.
Chew.
Jimmy chews and chews, swallows.
Well?
That's Spam?
It is.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
She goes back to the bag. Jimmy hesitates, then gets up, moves toward her.
There are plates on the table over there.
Jimmy goes to get them. Anna watches him and smiles. The end.
Woo! Yay! Ah, man, we are getting all the feels tonight. I love it. Cute, adorable. Love is real. All right, let's give it up for our amazing class. Huge claps all around. Yay, 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 yay. I'm going to turn it over, Scott, if you can throw your camera on so we can see you. This is our writer, Scott. Take it away, Scott.
Just wanted to write a play about what's going on, but make it a little love story. And thanks to the actors, you are awesome. And let's keep going.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. Woo! Paris?
So I'm Paris Maletti, and I played Jimmy. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Paris. Bridget.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I played Anna.
Yeah, all right. We are on to our fifth of our 6 plays. Next up, we have Deep Green by Vin Vescio. Yeah, and the cast. All right, great. Okay, let's take it away for Deep Green.
New York City subway station in New York City. The rail is empty. Cement pillars, ads for natural deodorant, dog adoption centers, violin lessons. Ralph leans against the pillar checking his phone. He's in an ill-fitting black suit. Rosie has taken up a similar pose on a similar pillar with headphones in. She's in a stylish long coat with her hair done. She's wearing pearls. A few moments go by without any sounds. No train.
No service.
Rosie looks up and takes one earbud out.
What's that?
Service. No service?
Oh, there is. The G?
No, the P? Phone? There's no service on my wireless down here.
Yeah, no. First time?
Guilty.
Just hang tight. The train will be here any second. I promise.
Maybe I'll hang loose instead.
Nice meeting you.
Ralph. I'm Ralph. Hi.
Huh?
Are the trains usually not on time the way this train is not on time?
No, they're normally on time.
Yes, see.
Normally much busier. This is weird.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't know. This is my first time attempting one of these. I'm Ralph, and I live in Buffalo. And this is my first time in New York. And I've only ever seen subways on TV shows like CBS Cold Case. Have you ever seen Cold Case?
Can't say that I have.
My dad and me, we used to watch Cold Case together. They freaking, it's awesome. They freaking investigate all these old cases that are pretty much completed and written off as solved or unsolvable. And then they open them up and solve them. It's awesome.
This is so bizarre. I wonder if something is wrong.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't know. They said this train goes to Greenpoint. Is that where you're going, Greenpoint?
Yes, I am. And if this train doesn't show up soon, my husband-to-be is going to think I'm runaway riding him.
Holy geez, you're on your way to get married now?
I am. I'm on my way to get married right this moment. Right now, I'm not married. After this, I'm going to be married. I'll be a married person with a husband.
Congratulating you. That's exciting.
Over the subway station intercom, we hear an announcement. Attention, subway riders. We have an urgent announcement. If you are currently on a subway platform, we need to advise you that the announcement cuts off short before we hear the instructions.
What the hell? Did you hear that? It got cut off.
Yeah, they were saying something important, but then it's like the electricity's got shut off or something.
I should head up top and see what's going on. This is so strange.
But well, wait. I mean, what if you go up and then whoosh, the train comes and then you'll miss your wedding and then you'll come back down and be like, hey, where the heck is Ralph?
Ralph? Who's Ralph?
Me. I'm Ralph.
Oh, right. I'm Rosie.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'll give it 5 more minutes. Yeah.
I mean, I would go up there myself and check my wireless, but I'm also afraid I'd miss the whoosh and the train and come back and be like, hey, where's Rosie? Dang thing must have scooped her up. And then I'll miss my dad.
Your dad is visiting too?
Yes. No. Not really. He's being delivered.
Delivered?
Well, I'm having a funeral. Well, I guess he's having a funeral. And they're supposed to deliver him at 3 p.m. today at Sparbetti's Funeral Home in Greenpoint. And they told me I could take a fast subway train to get there.
I'm so sorry. Is your family meeting you there?
No. I don't really have any other family.
Oh, I see. So if you've never been to New York, why are you having a funeral for your dad here?
Well, my dad always said he wanted to have a big-time funeral in the big city. And he wanted it to be attended by mobsters and gangsters and women wearing pearls.
Oh, Ralph, as much as I would love to mourn your father with some mobsters
And gangsters.
and gangsters, like I said before, I'm on my way to my wedding.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, duh.
Were you too close?
Well, we both loved Cold Case. And we both loved my mom. I guess those are the main things we had in common.
I see. I get it. Sometimes the people you spend the most time with don't necessarily feel the closest to you. And the closest people to you aren't the closest people to you.
And sometimes the closet people are just your clothes.
Because they look like people standing in there.
That is and that is right. That is exactly right.
I refuse to wear anything after 8 p.m.
Oh, I sleep in my jeans.
I sleep in the raw.
Do you think maybe the train conductor fell asleep at his or her last stop because he or she was up all night afraid of the people in his or her closet?
Maybe. Do you believe in signs?
Ralph looks to the organic deodorant ad on the wall.
Not that one. That stuff doesn't work for nothing.
What about signs from the universe or whomever the leader is of the universe to you in sneaky little ways?
Oh, yeah. One time I put a metal fork in the microwave.
And a sign stopped you?
No.
I lived in the city my whole entire life, and the subway has never just stopped running. Never, ever. That's got to mean something, doesn't it? On a day when I'm on my way to get married?
Ralph takes out a teeny little notebook and writes something down.
What are you writing down?
Oh, sometimes I write down the things that other people say that I wouldn't think of to say myself. You know, because my brain only wires one way.
Well, I won't credit, you know.
Okay. I'll include you in the bibliography.
Thanks.
Do you love him?
So, yeah, but so Raul, what do you think? Is this a sign I shouldn't get married?
I don't know. Is this a sign I shouldn't have my dad's funeral?
I hadn't considered this would be a sign for everyone down here.
But wait, do you love him?
Yes, I definitely think so. He has his things, you know. He chews really loud. He's all heart. He's got a great big heart. But we don't laugh, though. I mean, we laugh at other things, outside things, but we don't make each other laugh. And I wish we did, but we don't.
My mom used to just bust up at my dad. I mean, he could really make her bust up. She used to say, he has my number, and then he'd pretend to pick up a telephone. Sometimes he really would pick up a telephone and dial a random number. And then if someone answered, he'd say, is Maria there? And of course they would say, sorry, wrong number, man. Just stuff like that.
Ralph and Maria. That's really sweet. Did you love him?
Yes. I definitely think so.
And your mom, what happened to your mom?
She died 10 years ago.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. They can be together again now, right?
I hope so. I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's both look at each other for 10 seconds and let's try not to show any emotion.
Okay. And then what?
Well, even though we have this rule, if we do end up, say, smiling or crying, or even if it's just nothing, we will know that whatever the thing is that shows up is so strong, it had to come up even despite the rule of the game.
All right. I'm in. Let's do it.
10 seconds.
Okay.
True emotions, reveal yourselves.
3, 2, 1.
They both close their eyes and then open them and stare at each other. Just as something is about to happen, the lights flicker and we hear rumblings of a train approaching.
Is that a train?
I think it is.
Well, isn't that funny? A sign that our signs shouldn't be accessed.
Well, I wish you luck and love today with the funeral. I'll be thinking about you and wait, what was your dad's name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Aren't you Ralph too?
Yeah. I guess so.
A man named Ralph made a sweet boy named Ralph.
Ralph takes out his little notebook again.
Don't write that one down. That one can just be for the two of us in this moment.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck and love today in your love ceremony. I'll be thinking of you and what's your fella's name?
Ralph.
What? Whoa.
Just kidding. It's Chester.
Oh, you got me again.
No, it is Chester.
And finally pulls up and creaks to a stop. The doors slide open.
Well, here we go. Off we go.
They both step into the subway car and sit a few seats apart.
Hey, Ralph.
Yeah?
Maybe this is like an episode of Cold Case and we will be the unsolved mysteries and someday it will be reopened.
Jeez. Now, that would be my favorite episode of my favorite show.
Fade to black.
Aww. Aww. Yay! Oh, all the feels. Ah, I love it. I love it so much. All right, let's give a huge round of applause in the chats, all the hearts, all the claps for the cast of Deep Green. And Vin, where you at, Vin? Pop your video up so we can see your face. All right, I'm going to turn it to Vin. Vin.
Hi, I'm Vin. I'm the writer. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, oh, great. Woo, Vin. Beautiful. Turn it over to Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jacob Jacob Seidman, and I played Ralph.
Woo, Jacob. And finally, last but not least, Stephanie.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Stephanie Cuddy. I play Rosie. Thanks, everyone. So much fun.
Oh, my God. Thank you all so much. I love all these love stories. They're great. Great, meet cute. Okay, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last show of the evening. We have another musical. We're going to go out on a huge bang, getting the cast of Wendy's World of Wonder. Now, I'm going to recommend for this experience to switch it over to Grid View because we've got a big cast for this one, and they've also worked out some cool technical things that are going to sort of add to theatrics. So you can switch it over to Grid View. You should only be seeing these lovely faces of these lovely people who are about to perform. All right, let's go out with a bang. I present to you Wendy's World of Wonder by Lyvia Martinez, music and lyrics by David John Banks.
Hang on, we're missing. Hey.
Curtain rises on a dark stage, a spotlight on Mariana. A bell rings and lights come on, a colorful children's show soundstage.
Fuck. All right, everyone, we're on in 40 seconds. Our final episode of this season of Wendy's World of Wonder, and we're doing it live. Everyone fucking get that energy up. Come on, there we go. Mariana, are you with us? Yeah, I'm here, Gail. Can someone get Wendy out of here? She's cutting it real close.
Oh, no one's seen her.
Excuse me. What?
I'm sorry, we don't know where she is. She hasn't checked in yet. She won't answer her phones or calls. By now, she usually answers. She usually sends me an insult connected with a phone order, coffee order. But
Rory, it's okay. Just keep trying. 20 seconds. Somebody find Wendy. She's here? She's not. Don't you two drive here together? Fuck me, I guess. 15 seconds. Rory, get in there. At this point, I just need a body. 10 seconds.
I'm here.
Fucking right. Playback. Title card.
We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wake up and open your eyes. There are lots of surprises. Get up and take to the sky, 'cause this wonderful world's so captivating. Come explore with me. I'm Wendy, and this is my best friend, Charlie. We will never stop learning, 'cause this world never stops learning. World of wonder. Let's have a wonderful day. Hi, Charlie. Are you having a wonderfully wondrous day?
I sure am, Wendy. It's so great to see you.
Well, what are we learning about today, my winsome friend?
Today, we're learning about
internal
organs.
Rory wheels out a large board with simple drawing of a human body.
Kids, the human body is a wonderful organism full of so many different and interesting parts that do all the work of keeping us alive.
Well, different and interesting parts? Like what?
Well, there's the lungs, which help us breathe.
A stomach where our food grows so we can grow big and healthy.
And our heart, which keeps us together and everything inside us working, even when it breaks.
Rory accidentally knocks the drawing over and panics.
Whoops!
Hey everyone! Rory's being a great friend and picking those up. Everyone thank Rory! I can't believe you would stoop so low as to ruin my show.
Your show? Whose name is on the title?
Your real name is Janice. Wendy, don't you mean the brain is what keeps everything going?
Oh, sure. The brain may control things. It may be practical and structured, but without the heart, nothing in the body would work the way it needs to, and we wouldn't feel anything.
What the fuck? Wendy, that's not...
We all know who the true star of the show is.
Oh, the brain!
The heart is the only reason any of this works.
There are other organs, like the kidneys, which make sure we get all the nutrients our body needs, or our muscles, or the skeleton, which keeps us moving, or the intestines, which make us poop.
The heart.
Commercial! Time for commercial. Holy fucking shit, what are you two doing to me? Wendy, what was that? Stop calling her Wendy when we're off air, okay?
What, I always improvise.
You call that improvising? You were just pulling things out of your ass.
You usually like my ass.
She's kidding! She's kidding! She means she's acting like an ass, which she is. What the hell?
Whatever, I made this show what it is, and I think I deserve some praise and credit.
Credit? I worked for years to get this show up and running. This is my show. I created it.
And it only got to where it is because I'm Wendy. You may have started the show, but all you do is hide behind Charlie where it's safe and no one notices you. I'm the one who puts herself out there when others won't.
Wendy. Her name's Janice. Can we please just get it together, the both of you? We're live in 1 minute.
Can we talk separately? Listen, if you just apologize, then...
You want me to apologize after
You're ruining the show.
Finally, you care about something I do.
Why are you punishing me? Is it because...
Yeah. I'm punishing you because of last night. I spent months planning that. I asked you to marry me and you wouldn't even answer. Don't shush me again. I won't be quiet anymore. You've made me hide myself long enough.
No, you don't have to hide it. It's okay to be worried about being outshone by a puppet. I thought you understood. I'm not comfortable with publicly. We both work for a kids show and not everyone is...
Stop using the show as an excuse, because the truth is you're just a coward. That's why I'm Wendy and you just hide behind the puppet. We don't all want to be invisible or to hide who we really are. It's not the life I want to live anymore.
All right, 30 seconds till we're live. I hope you'll both be better behaved. Mariana, you with us?
I guess I'm not here after all.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Take a break. We'll let Rory take over Charlie.
What?
Won't start with me, Rory. Fucking right to the occasion. All right, everybody. 20 seconds till we're live.
Rory, Wendy, and Gail get ready. Mariana walks off the TV set to a dressing room.
I'm sitting alone. It's all finally over. I'm hiding again, and by my own design, I won't find any closure. All my life I've been invisible, because I always knew just where to hide. I can't risk a mistake with all that is at stake. Can't Janice see I really lied? I can't believe I really thought that I could change her. Warning signs were flashing, but I couldn't see the danger. And thanks to her, the countdown to destruction has begun.
We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wendy, can you see?
Wendy and Rory are oblivious to Mariana singing as they begin the show.
Who needs a
Brain?
or a know-it-all? It breaks my heart. You only love yourself. I'm not just
Appendix.
your story. And
Pancreas.
it's a feel you can't set on a shelf. More than I
Stomach, liver, feet, and so much more.
But if no one
Knows.
of you, do I have
Leg.
to stand on? And I can't help but
Eyes. Hand.
Mariana bursts back on set, interrupting the broadcast.
Hey everyone, surprise! We have a new unexpected neighbor in Wendy's World of Wonder.
Hi everyone. I'm Maricela. I just moved into the neighborhood and I heard you all talking about internal organs. I know a lot about that. I thought I'd come help.
Wonderful. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Thank you. I just wanted to say about the internal organs. Every organ does its part. Not one can function by itself to its best potential without the others also being healthy. The brain and the heart are a big part of a system as a whole. They're both important.
And sometimes the brain can hide up there in the skull by itself and think it has everything under control. It's good for it to also shut up and listen to what the heart has to say. What I mean is, the brain will always love the heart. And I'm really sorry for taking so long to see that. We live because we work together, both heart and brain, sun and rain.
I can't believe you came out to visit the neighborhood.
I was overdue to meet my neighbors, I mean.
Thanks for all of the laughs. Thanks for all of the joy. Thanks for all that you do.
Thanks for being you.
Thanks for being a friend, side by side till the end. Thanks for a wonderful
But now it's
show.
time to go.
We will never stop learning, as this wonderful, wonderful world keeps on turning. World of wonder, Wendy's world. World of wonder, Wendy's world. World of wonder. Thanks for a wonderful
And commercial. Mariana, Wendy, how was... None of that had anything to do with internal organs. What the fuck? That's all out there now. Just out there. Kids are going to watch the show and be like, what the hell does the spleen do? What the fuck is a pancreas? The brain and the heart are in love. What do we do now? Already, holy fucking shit! Like, fine, I'm really feeling. Oh wow, what timing? What fucking timing?
The end.
Yay! Holy cow! That was so fun! Oh man, what a night! Thank you all. Let's give a round of applause for the amazing cast of Wendy's World of Wonder. I'm going to turn it over to the writer of the book, Lyvia. Take it away.
Thank you. I'm Lyvia Martinez. I wrote the book for Wendy's World of Wonder, and my collaborator, passing it on to DJB.
Yeah, I'm David John Banks. I wrote the music and lyrics.
Wonderful.
I'm Juliet Hirani, and I played Wendy, aka Janice.
Hi, I'm Allie Costa, and I played Mariana.
I am Cindy Yoon, and I played Rory. I'm Jessica Hayes Nunez, and I said fuck a lot as Gail.
Yeah! Awesome. Let's get Benji back in here. Jessica, stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this was our 48-hour screenplay quarantine festival. What a hit. I had a great time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the host. That was so fun and so engaging. Jessica, Benji, I'll let you guys say your last words to the audience.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for staying on, hanging out, watching all of these wonderful plays. I don't know if Jessica talked about this in the beginning, but one of our goals for this festival was to publish a book of plays with a bunch of different plays that people have submitted during this time. So I think we should go ahead and announce some of the plays that we picked, right, Jessica?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah? All right. So other than the ones that are being performed tonight, because all the ones that were being performed tonight, we're going to publish. But we also have Tricks by Ian Kay, Where Are They Now by Amber Laird, The Tale of Un Gato Guapo by Kyla Thomas,
Ooh.
The Missing Piece by Aaron Sunisa, The Little Oranges by Taylor Bradley, The Great Zambora by Sherry Friedman, The Four by Federico Jimenez, The Agreement by Ashley Woods. Transmissions from the American Heart by Joe Samanigo. What is the Cost by Irene L. Pin. Morning, Noon, Night by Michael P. Adams. Angry Cry by Chloe Dietrich. Society by Chelsea Roulet. Pocket Knife by Ryan Mulkey. Questions by Amanda Noriko Newman. Magic in the Village by Stephanie Cuddy. Natasha Toughs It Out by Rex McGregor. I'm Fine by Jacob Seidman. Edith and Her Friend by Lauren Robinson. Lock In by Megan Rubel. Caffey Clatch by Jack DeVille. Called Back by Kate Orlando. And finally, Birdo by Paloma Natsika.
Yeah. Awesome. That's amazing. Everyone's being published in a book you guys are putting together. Is that, yeah?
Yeah, so we're going to put this book together. We're going to reach out to all of those playwrights, and we're going to talk about formatting so that we can put it all together and it all looks the same. And then we're going to publish and we're going to release it as plays written during the pandemic.
Oh my God. I love this. I love all the things happening. Any last words, Jessica?
I just wanted to say thank you all so very much for being a part of this. It's so much fun to have an opportunity to come together and just like forget about quarantine for a hot second and just do what we do, which is make stuff. I personally was just super blown away by the incredible work that you guys have done. And I've had so much fun working with all of you and learning from all of you. And I can't wait until we can all like meet in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and thank you so much to Livestream Plays. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have Joanna see if she wants to say any last words. But to let you all know before you leave, we are going to be pushing us into another room so we can have a little happy hour. If you got a drink, you can turn your camera on, your mic on, say hi to the actors, say what's up. So Joanna, who has been running this show from behind the scenes all night, give her a huge round of applause. There's a lot of people to manage. We had 130 people in here at one point. So yeah, let's go have a drink and celebrate live theater. Come on over. You're going to get a little thing that says join the after party. Here we go. Click and join.